We'll get this up and running. Good evening, all the way from here in Melbourne, Australia. My name is Darren Blackley, and I'm one of the many admin teams, a part of this amazing opportunity that we're about to show you on this live presentation that happens 3 times a day, 6 days a week. If you're not sure when they are going to be happening in your time slot, we do have a website that I will bring up very shortly where you can check your time and dates and when they're going to be happening through in your country. As we know, we had 3 presentations. I mainly do the night ones when I'm available. We also have Stephen Cuffey, also known by Tyrone Cuffey, if most people don't know who that is. He does 2 presentations during the day, their time, which is roughly about 1 and 8 p.m. So I'm just going to chuck on the old share screen, and we're going to bring up my screen, and so we can show everyone exactly what we are going to be presenting tonight. Okay, now this just give you a brief introduction of what this is. A lot of you guys already know about this, but if we do have some new people in here, it's good just to do a reminder of where this program started and how long it's been running for and what the long-term progress is going to be for you guys joining this amazing opportunity. Now this program is called ABB. Okay, it stands for AutoBTC Builder. If most people are not too sure what that is, please don't get it confused with Auto Bitcoin Builder, because that one there is a completely scam and we don't want people to jump onto the wrong one. Best way to make sure that you get into the right program is first coming to these live presentations that happen through the day, 6 days a week, and get your registered link through our team leader, Doc Joe Stevens, or one of our other admins, Miss Beck Peel, and they will help you get you set up. So what this program was started back in March of 2018. Now, when this program first came out, it was only running on 6 levels, where it started from level 1 to level 6. Now, as the program was progressing through the months, the company noticed that a lot of people weren't cycling, and they couldn't figure out why a lot of people weren't cycling. And the reason why a lot of people weren't cycling is because it cost a lot more to come into the program back then. It used to come in at 0.0167, which is roughly around about 200 at the moment, or just under what it is here at the current price. But back in March last year, we all knew Bitcoin was quite high and it was very expensive. I think it was costing around about $400 to $500 for you guys to come in at that stage. So what they decided to do is that they needed to figure out what they could do to make it easier for everyone to come on board, and also to make sure that every single person that comes in this program will cycle through the stages together. So they put their heads together and they brainstormed a little bit, and they came up with 2 concepts. One, they brought in a feeder level. Okay, now the feeder level is the brand new starting point for everyone that comes into this one. And also they brought in another powerful thing that's really making a difference in this program, is called a rotator. Now, if a lot of people don't understand what a rotator is like a brick wall or a foundation where you are building each line by line. So if you look at a builder when they're building a brick wall, you don't see them start at one end and then start at another end. What they do is that they start at the same position and they build each row together, which helps make it stronger. And that's what a rotator is. Kind of gives you a brief idea of what it is. Okay, so as you can see on my screen, okay, you're turning a one-time payment of 0.0056 worth of Bitcoin into 18.2 worth of Bitcoin in less than a year. Now, this is achievable anywhere between 6 to 8 months from the time that you start. Okay, it is the fastest earning investment program in this team. We are blowing it out the water with all the other teams that are doing the same program. There are 17 to 22 teams running at this point in time at the moment, and every single one of them is running the same way as we're doing it. But The difference is that we have a powerful team, we have amazing admin people, and we do presentations like this where everyone can understand exactly how this program is run. So hopefully after the presentation you get more of an understanding exactly how you're going to be earning that amount of Bitcoin in less than a year. Okay, so this is what one of our admin team did for us, was actually create this wonderful website, and she's actually in our Zoom presentation tonight. So a big shout out to Simonetti for creating such an amazing website for our team. So thank you very much for that. As you can see down the bottom, it gives you some options about the program. This just gives you a brief introduction about the program. It has our video presentations that we record. You will see the ones here from me. This will be updated within the next 24 hours. You also see the ones that Stephen Cuffey does through the morning presentations his time on here as well. So you can come on here and you can listen to this as many times as you want, so you get an understanding over and over exactly how it runs and how you can help build this team along with everyone else. Just before the meeting, I was saying in regards to Zoom meetings, we do hold 3 Zoom meetings per day. You can see here Zoom 1 presentation, the times and date. If your country is not on this list, please let us know. We will be happy to add your country on here so you can see when the presentations are in your time zone. Then you got the second one, same thing again, and the third one, which is the one that happens of a night time that you are present to at the moment. So you got all these lovely information here. Next part we have is what you need to become a part of this program. There are 2 requirements from every single person that comes a part of this team. Yeah, the 2 requirements that we only ask that every single person that comes in here is that you make sure that you have your 0.0056 ready to go. Once you have done that and we set you up, the only other requirement is that you bring 2 people. That's correct, just 2 people into this presentation, and we help them understand how this program runs. If they sign up, then all we ask is that we help everyone get those 2 people to bring in another 2 people. So you bring in 2 people, you help them bring in 2 people, you help them bring in 2 people. It's not about doing it one by one and trying to do it yourself. We want you guys to come together as a team and build this as a solid, hard-working team. We have people in here that have brought in anywhere between 10 to 20 to even as high as 30 people into this program. Now imagine if every single person did that, how many people do you think is going to be coming through every single time? You're going to get a massive amount of people, and what that does is that builds our team so fast and so quick that we end up getting massive turnovers with the amount of people that cycle per week. I think last week I heard that we had the best week for a while, that we had over 19 members cycle in 1 week. Now that's anywhere from someone going from the feeder level to level 1, or from going from level 1 to level 2, or going from level 2 to level 3. That just shows you what teamwork does. Everyone that comes together makes that sort of numbers happen. And if we did that every week, a lot of people will be going through a lot quick. So those are just the only main requirements. When you are ready to go and you've got your Bitcoin, what you do is that you contact one of our 2 amazing admin people, our team leader, Dr. Joe Stevens, or our lovely lady down the bottom here, Miss Beck Peel, who's jumped in and joined our live. So welcome, Bex. All they're going to ask you for is just the following information: your first name. Now, your first name and your last name has to be the same name on your government ID, and I will get into that a bit later in regards to why it needs to be the same. Your username can be whatever you want to be, but please make sure it is no more than 10 characters long. Otherwise, it gets too long for the rotator and it kind of makes it hard to fit in there. Your current email that you used every day, your zip code, okay? Zip code is kind of like the country code. If you're unsure on how to get your zip code, all you do is you just jump up here and go to Google and say, find my zip code or country code for the country that you live in. So if you're in South Africa, you go search postcode for South Africa. It'll give you the postcode or zip code for that part of South Africa or the country that you're in. Your current country that you're living in. Your cell phone number. Now the cell phone number is just so that if you do want to add a higher security, then you can use that. But we really don't worry about the extra security at this stage, but it's just a requirement that they need. Your password. Now this password will be changed once we hand it back to you. So the reason why we just ask for your password is so we can actually create your account for you. We get you set up. We activate your account. Once your account is activated, what we do then is that we send it back to you saying that your account is now activated. You can go log into your account and you can change your password to whatever you want to it. So only you can get into that account, no one else. Okay, but that's just for the first time that when we join, okay, that we require your password. As you'll notice in the important notice down here, explains that once you've signed up, we give it back to you. And also you'll see in here that this major part here is that when you do sign up, please do not share your own link. And the reason for that is because if you start sharing out your link for people to try and sign up underneath you, what happens is that they can sign up underneath you, but what that does is that actually pushes you all the way down the very bottom of the rotator. And it can take anywhere up to 4 months, sometimes longer, for us to actually get to you before we start adding people to your account. So the best way to run this program is that we only get the links for the next person that needs to have their account, have 2 people or their next 4 to help them go through. So the way the best to look at it is like if you've got your rotator like this, okay? You've got your rotator like this, and you're here. Instead of you signing up right underneath you and putting yourself down here, what happens is that the next person that's in line gets the next link. Then the next person gets the next link. As you can see, we're building down, and what that's doing is that every single person that's going underneath each other means that we're building that solid wall a lot firmer, and these 4 people here will now go through at the same time as when you underneath you when we build it up. Because if I sign here and then let's say, oh, okay, I'm going to put my get my 2 people and I'm going to put them straight underneath me, what happens is it takes away the next lot of people that need to go through. It's going to make them wait longer because you've gone all the way down here instead of going here, here, and here, and keeps going down all the way down. So we're filling up every line together. So everyone moves up and goes through in cycles at the same time. Okay. So it just gives you a rough idea exactly why we do what we do. You also have on this website members who have cycled. Okay. We have had a lot, and I mean a lot of people that have cycled since the time that we started. Now our team's only been running just over 3 months, I believe. I think 3 months and 1 week. And the amount of people that we have had cycled from the feeder level right through to level 3, just about to go to level 4, our very first person. Okay, it's phenomenal. Okay, you can just slide through them and see them. If you don't see your ones up here, don't panic. They will arrive if you have cycled. Just got to give our admin team time to create your banners. If you want special things on your banners, just let our admin team know, and they will put your special things on there that you like to have on your banners. Whether it's your flag, whether it's a car, a boat, or something that you want to put out there that belongs to you, that recognizes you. Okay, we can put them onto your banners and make it your very own unique banner for you. So you can see there's a lot of people that have gone through. Okay, we've also got videos that's only just recently come through where people have cycled from certain months, okay, from July to August. Okay, you can press play and you can just see everyone that's gone through. People that have cycled from September to October. Okay, we're still in October for another 10, 11 days. Okay, so imagine how many people we might have cycled in the next 11 days by the end of the month. This video here could grow even more. Okay, you've also got people who have cycled again, okay, with all the banners, and you can see them, all right, in a bit bigger picture. So it just gives you an idea. All right, so that just gives you what's on our website, and people can go to this website any time of the day and check up and see anything on there that you want. Okay, now we're going to get to the fun part. We're actually going to come straight into our back office. So I've already logged into my back office. Okay, and this is what your back office looks like. You won't see anything here at the moment when you first start up because you're brand new to this program. So, but you eventually will see the amount of Bitcoin that you've earned over the course of the time when you start going through. So when you've done all the things that you need to, okay, you've sent all this information here to our admin team, okay, and you've sent to 0.0056. Now, to let you know exactly what 0.0056 is in Bitcoin at the moment, okay, in USD, okay, is $44.72, okay, at the current rate of what it is. So I'm just going to see if I can see it. All right, so we go through from US. All right, let's go to our next country, which we mainly go to, which is, where's our South African? Here we go, South African. Okay, $660.76. All right, in South African rand. Now these are just one-time payments. Okay, so just remember that this is just a one-off payment. Once you've paid the 0.0056 with the Bitcoin in your currency, you do not have to lay out any more money whatsoever. This is just a one-time payment. That is it. Who else have we got here? South African rand. We have Somalian shillings. Okay, 25,695.60 in Somalian shillings. Who else do we have here? Singapore. Okay, $60.96 Singaporean dollar. We have also, who else have we got here? Let's go to the next one. Okay, pound sterling. Okay, 34.29 in pound sterling to come in as a one-time payment. We have Filipino pesos, 2,281.33 Filipino pesos. Papua New Guinea, we have 147.17 in Papua New Guinea Kinda. Who else do we have here? Nigerian Naira, 13,671.94 in Nigerian Naira. Australian dollar, 64.93. We have Central African franc, which is for our Cameroon people. That's 26,177.76 in Central African francs. Who else do we have? Canadian dollar. I know we've got a lot of Canadians in our team as well, which is 58.45. We have also Hong Kong, okay, 349.26. So the best way to see what exactly you have to pay in your currency is you just go into Google and you search convert BTC to your currency. And what that does is that gives you the currency of what you are going to be bringing into your into this program for the 0.0056. So once that's all done and your account is activated, you'll go to your 2x2 network. And what you'll see is that you will see a matrix just like this. Now, in the beginning, you will not see faces underneath you. You'll just see your red person up here on your own. What that means is that your account is activated. You will see empty spots in here, but don't be alarmed. That's all good because everyone that starts in this program all starts off with just themselves at the very top. As you start going through the program and people start joining in, whether it's you guys bringing in new people or whether it's other team members bringing in new people, what that does is that builds up the rotator, and eventually you'll start seeing some people in here show up. Now this part here is the feeder level. This is what we call our foundation. This is what you're going to be building up, and this will be your team as you go through the levels. So your two blue people. Now me personally, I call them my ATM machines. And I'll explain to you why I call them my ATM machines when I go through to how it works out when they get to the next level. The bottom level, I personally call it my last line of defense because it's the last line that you need to fill up before you cycle through. Okay, these are just my terms that I use. You guys can use your own terms. You'll come up with your own strategies of what you call each people. But this is just the way that I do it in my matrix. I call these people here my ATMs and my last line of defense. Once you start seeing this whole matrix all filled up and that last yellow person shows here in the bottom row, what's going to happen? Now, this is only going to happen once by the company. The company will automatically upgrade you to level 1. This is the only time that the company will do this for you, is when you go from feeder level to level 1. The company does it for yourself. So you don't have to worry about this transition. This is already done for you. But now that you're in level 1, the magic really starts to sink in for everybody because they know that now that they're in the next level, things are going to start popping up that you didn't see in the feeder level. And the 3 major things that you're going to start seeing is payments, cycle bonuses, and upgrades of the matrix. Now, when you first come over, you are going to bring over a payment. When you first come over, you are going to bring over the center level bonus, which you see here, which is 0.0167. Now, this payment that you bring over, you will not see in your back office. And the reason for that is because that is put aside into a reserve bank to help you cycle through to level 2 when you have filled up your matrix. Okay, so that's just your payment that you bring over. You're also bringing over a little bit extra because you've cycled out of the feeder level. But they hold that as one whole payment. And I'll explain that to you a bit more as we go through. Now that you're over here and this is opened up, you'll have 2 matrices to show, and you'll have this one here and this one here because you've opened up both of them. But now, when you start seeing this blue person here show up here, as what I was calling them here, my ATMs, what's going to happen when this person shows up here? They're going to pay you. And what they're going to pay you is that they're going to pay you twice. Now, the 2 payments that they're going to bring you, one is that they're going to also bring you another payment of 0.0 0.167. But that 0.167 that they bring over is going to put aside with your 0.167 that you brought over to help you cycle to level 2. The other payment that it's going to bring you, now I'm going to change this because this is not the best one to use, because it makes it hard for me to really understand exactly what we've got. No. Going to, probably not going to give it to me. Let's try this one. No. Bear with me. This one is probably that. That one. No. Normally I have a better one than this, but for some reason it doesn't want to give me the right one that I want for some reason, which is driving me insane, but never mind. We'll work with this one. All right, so so the other payment that they bring you, for them showing up in here, they're going to bring over 0.05 is what that person here will bring over to you that you will see in your back office. Now, what I mean in your back office is that you'll see that payment show up here in the purple. So when that first blue person came over, it brought 2 payments. One, which is a 0.0167, that went into reserve with the same one as that you brought over. They also brought over the 0.05, which is what you see here, which is $39.86 US. Almost what you started off into the program. So if we go to South African Rand, okay, which is here. Okay, $590.93 in South African money that person just brought over. Now we all know that what you started off with was 0.0056, which is 661 in South African. But that first blue person that came over, he brought over 590. So you've almost made back your initial investment when you came over into this program. Just for that first blue person showing up here. Okay? Just for that person showing up here. What happens when the next person in blue comes over? Well, the best way to look at it is that this person here literally mirror. He's a mirror to this person. So whatever this person brings over, this person here is going to bring over the same payment. He's going to bring over two payments. One is going to be the 0.0167. That gets put into reserve with this one here and this one here to help you cycle to level 2. The other payment is that he's going to bring over another 0.005, which is 590 in South African. We can go into Australian dollar, $58.04. So what you've got to realize is that if you want to work it out easier for both blue people when they come over, in total, they're going to bring you over $116 in Australian. If I go down to South African Rand, South African Rand is 1,176.43 in South African money for this person and this person here combined bringing over. So 0.05 and 0.05 from this person together gives you a grand total of 0.01, which is 1,176.43 combined. Just for these two people here showing up underneath you in level 1. You have now just made back your initial investment of what you started off with and more. You've almost doubled it. Paid back your 0.0056 and made it an almost another 0.0056 on top of that. Just for these two people here. So once you've got these two people here, you now know that you are halfway through your level and working your way to get into the next level. When you start seeing these yellow people show up in the last line of your matrix, you know that you're edging closer. When this last person turns yellow, remember how I was saying that the 0.0167 from you and your two blue people brought over and it was put into reserve? What's now going to happen is that that money that was put in reserve, along with the extra bonus that they brought over for cycling out of here, will then show up in your back office here. So you're going to get 0.0167 plus you're going to be getting a little bit extra more. And I believe in total, I think it's roughly around about that in total that you come out with. So you'll have 0.02 show up in your back office. But what you have to remember is that when you go into your matrix, you're going to see a green button that looks like this at level 2. The first thing that you need to do before you do anything is that you need to click on this button. And what that does is that it'll bring up this page here. So I'll just click this one. It's going to bring up a page like this. Now on this side here, where it says pay via account balance, this is going to be in green. It's going to have a balance of 0.02 in there. So in here it'll say balance 0.02 and a few other numbers after that. It'll also have a green button down here that says click to activate via account balance. You will click that green button. What that's going to do is that that's then now going to open up a whole brand new matrix. But you're also going to notice that in your balance, that 0.02 that I said that you're going to receive, they're going to take out the 0.0167 from that balance because you activated your next level. So whatever is left is your money to do whatever you like. Now, the best thing that I suggest that everyone does is to help bring a family member in. Help bring your co-worker in. Help bring a friend in. Because the more people that we bring in and the more people that we help get into this will not only benefit you, but it also benefits the team in the long run because it's also keep moving the rotator up and helping people cycle every day. We can get to the point where we could probably make 5 people cycle a day. It can be done. You know, you look at it, 19 people in 1 week. You divide that by 6 days that we do presentations. Roughly gives you what? 2, 3 per day that it's giving you, roughly. So remember, when you see that money in your account, remember to always click the button first to activate the next level before you do anything. Because what happens if you do not activate your account and you take that money out, the next person that's coming behind you and they activate their account before you, what that does is that actually pushes you down 1 spot. And the only way that you can get that spot back is by activating your account. Now, if you've taken the money out, what's going to happen is that you now have to put that money out of your own pocket again to reactivate the amount that you needed to pay, which was 0.05, to activate that level. So the best thing to keep in mind is that the funds that you get put aside from these three people every time you cycle into each level is put aside to help you activate each level that you go through. So the company is helping you by holding that money safe until you are ready to cycle. And then what they do is that they put the money into your account with a few other bonuses for you cycling out of each level on top of that. That's the reason why you have that little bit extra in there. And you need to activate your account. So now that you've activated your account, you've now got three matrices working for you. You have your feeder level, you have level 1, and you have level 2, all working for you at the same time. Now, you're just waiting for your blue people here, your second line underneath you. You're now waiting for them to do the same thing as what you did. Build up their team for them to help them activate their next level. So when they come from level 1 to level 2, how many payments do you reckon that they're going to bring you? You'll start seeing a pattern as you go through every single level. When they went from feeder level to level 1, how many payments did they bring you? They brought you 2. What do you think they're going to bring to you when they show up in level 2? They're going to bring you 3 payments. What are the 3 payments that they're going to bring you? One is that they're going to bring you payments for cycling out of each of the levels that they've just come out of into the one that they're into now. They are also going to be bringing you a center level bonus of 0.05. But remember, that center level bonus that they bring in is put aside into the reserve bank. The reason why is because it's going to help you cycle through to the next level. You start to see patterns as you go through. You look at what level 3 is, okay, to come into level 3 is 0.15. Now, I'm sure you guys will be doing your maths in your head. Okay, well, if this person here brings over 0.05, if they're going to do the same thing as what happened in level 1, happened in level 2, you know that this person here and this person here are also going to be bringing over the same amount of 0.05. Now, you calculate all 3 of them, gives you the total of 0.15 to help you cycle through to the next level. But what they also do is that these 2 people here are bringing in extra funds on top of that. These people here are going to bring you half of what 0.05 is. So your 3 payments that you'll get from these people here. 1 is the payments for them cycling out of each of the levels to join you in level 2. 2, they're going to bring you the center level bonus to help you cycle through to level 3. 3, they are going to pay you also half of what 0.05 is. So if you do what 0.05 in South African rand, that's 5,882.15 that they bring you just for them showing up into level 2 with you. They've already taken out, they've already paid you the other stuff that you don't see, so you can't spend it. But the money that you can spend is the 0.05 divided by 2. So if you go 0.25 is what they're going to give you each, which is 2,941.08. So this person here is going to bring you that amount in South African rand. That's just half. What happens when this person here shows up? He is going to bring the same thing as what this person. He's going to bring in 3 payments as well. He's going to bring in, for cycling out of these top 2 and into level 2. He's also going to bring you 0.05 and put aside to help you cycle to level 3. 3, he is going to also bring you the other half of the 0.05, which is another 2,941. You have now literally quadrupled, probably twice, the amount that you paid in to get into this program. It only cost you 0.0056 to come in. But yet, by the time you got to level 2, you have quadrupled it twice to come in. So in total, they bring you 5,800 for both this person here and this person here combined. It paid you a total amount of 5,882 to come into this into that level below you. So now you're starting to see the concept of what happens as you go through each level. And this is the reason why when you are ready to cycle through and activate that next level, you need to make sure that you activate it so you can start receiving these benefits and keep going. So now that you've got your payment for these 2 people here, you are now just working on your way to help wait for these 4 people here start to turn yellow. As these people here start to turn yellow, as soon as this last person here turns yellow, what's going to happen? The money that this person here, and this person here brought in and put aside, okay, which is a total of 0.15, is going to be a little bit extra. I'll tell you exactly how much you're going to receive. You're actually going to receive 0.172, I believe, is what you're going to receive, which is 20,234.60 in South African. Now remember, when you see that amount, what is the first thing that you need to do? You need to click on the green button that says click to activate the matrix. You click on it. You come to this site here. Over here on the right hand side, you see the balance thing here, which will be green. You click on the button down here that says activate it. Once you activate it, the magic thing happens is that you open up a brand new matrix. But what you would have realized is that out of your balance, which was in here, which was that amount here, what would have been deducted would have been 1.5. So what it would have roughly left you in your back office, which would have been 0.25. Okay, which is about 2,000. You're still coming out with quite a lot of money after you've activated your account. That money, you can do whatever you like. Withdraw it out. Bring in someone new. Build your community to come in and be a part of this amazing program. Because you're now starting to see concepts of what happens as you go through each of the levels. You're starting to see your Bitcoin grow every level to a higher amount. You're receiving more every time that you go through. So once you've done that, you have now got this one here opened up. And you're starting to wait for everyone else to start falling in behind you. So when you come into level 3, when you cycled over, you brought over a payment with you. Not only for the ones that you got paid for when you had here to have your cycle, but you've also paid yourself a little bit extra for cycling out of the feeder level 1, 2, and into 3. You are also bringing over 0.15, which goes into a reserve bank. You're starting to see patterns that the same thing happens as you go through each level. Same with these two people here. They do the same thing as what they did in every other level that you've cycled out of. They have brought an extra payment. This one here, you had 3 payments come from them. This one here, you're going to have 4 payments come from them. But what these people here bring in you is the most important thing, is that they bring in half of 0.15 each. So if you go 0.15, what's that? That's 0.075, which is $8,823 in South African rand, just for that one person showing up. You double that when this person here shows up. So these two here combined are bringing you in the 0.15, which is that amount there, which is 17,000, just to get into level 3. And you start working your way through. And that concept that you're starting to see in every level that you go through, from level 1 to level 2 to level 3, that follows you all the way through till you get to level 6. But the difference is when you get to level 6, now this is the best part to try and work yourself get to, because when you get to level 6, you will notice that there are no other levels to activate. And you're probably thinking in your head, well, okay, what happens now? Well, every funds that you've been bringing over that's been put aside to help activate the next level. The difference is when you get to level 6, every single payment that shows up in your back office that you can use. You'll notice that the center level bonus, the level 6, is 4.05 worth of Bitcoin. Not 4 bits of a Bitcoin, 4 whole. We all know what 1 whole Bitcoin in South African is. 117,000. You're getting 4 of them. Okay, that's 4.05. That's 476,454.15 in South African rand. Just for you showing up in level 6. We still haven't calculated your ATM people, or as I call them, your blue people for showing up. What do you think they're bringing over? They're bringing over all the same things that they keep bringing over every time they come through into level 6. They're going to be bringing over another 4.05. We now double that. We go to 8.10, 952,908.30 South African rand, just for you and your first blue person showing up in level 6. We still have our lucky second blue person to show up and bring us some more money. What do you think this person's going to do? He's going to bring in another 4.05. So that total comes a whopping 12.15. Look at that. 1,429,362.45 in South African rand. Just for your top 3 people, you and your first 2 blue people showing up here in level 6. And that is all spendable. You can take that out and you can do whatever you like. You can go buy a brand new car. You can go buy a deposit on a house. You can go on a holiday, jump on a cruise ship, jump on a plane, come fly to New Zealand. No, the world is your oyster when you get to level 6. An opportunity that most people only dream of. Now, most people have probably got a bucket list that they would love to do. You'll be able to tick off every single one of them when you get to level 6. But the magic hasn't stopped there. Don't think it's stopped, because you're only just getting started. It's only just warming up for everyone. You've still got the bottom 4 to start coming through. Now, the difference is with level 6, these bottom 4 people here are going to bring over a payment, a final payment. Once this last yellow person shows up, what that's going to do to your current total that you have at the moment is 12.15. If we had looked at what I showed you in our website of what you can earn in less than a year, gives you an indication of what this total is now going to change to. It is going to change to a whopping 18.2 Bitcoin. In total, in your currency in South Africa, that is going to be 2 mil. 141,102.60 in South African rand for when you completely fill up your matrix in level 6. Now, you guys are all thinking, okay, well, I've got to level 6. I'm done. Okay, there's nowhere else to go. What happens? Do we just fall off the radar? Do we take our money and run? Well, you have 2 options. The 2 options that you have. 1, you can take your money. You can run. You can say, thank you very much. It's been a wonderful 6 to 8 months. I've made this amount of money. It'll see me through to whenever. That's one option. Second option, you can take out of this amount of money here that you have earned, you can take out 0.0056, okay, which is 658.8 South African rand, and you can go all the way back up to the top at feeder level, and you can reactivate it, and you can go through the program again. There is no stopping the amount of times that you can go through this program. But the key thing about the second time going around is that you're going to go around a lot faster than the first round. And the reason for that is because you've already built up your teams in all 6 levels. So as soon as you come through here and you've gone out, and as soon as you reactivate the feeder level to go back in, what's going to happen? It's going to push the next person automatically straight out. Okay, it's going to have that next person come out, and that person's going to do the same thing as what you did. He's going to reactivate the feeder level. That person is going to show up straight underneath you, like he has been all the way through. And they're going to push you through again. You possibly could go through the second level probably about a month, maybe almost 2 months quicker than the first time. That is possible. It could be even possible that you could probably make it 2.5 times in a year, almost 3. Now imagine earning this. Imagine twice a year. Just imagine that twice a year at the moment, because that is possible to do it twice a year. You're doubling that in a year, which is 4 mil. How long do you think it'll take for someone in our community to come out with 4 mil in South African? I know in 4 mil, you know, the amount that it would be in Australian dollars. Okay, I'll go to Australia and I'll tell you exactly what it is in here. Okay, it's 211,000 for 18.2 Bitcoin. Now, for us here in Australia, it would take us years to earn that. But that's if you did not spend any money whatsoever. You would earn that in probably 4 years, 5 years at the most. 5 years. You can earn that in 6 to 8 months, first time round. Second time round, a lot quicker. So twice a year, you can earn 18.2 Bitcoin just for being a part of this program and working together. Your dreams of doing what you really want to do in life will now become a reality. Not a dream, but a reality. And we have people that are in this program that are starting to realize the concept of what this program is doing for every single one of us. It is starting to change a lot of people's lives. And this is the reason why we do so many presentations every day, to make sure that we get this out to as many people around the world. We have so many countries. We have South Africa, we have Nigeria, we have Cameroon, we have Hong Kong, Philippines, Australia, New Zealand, Paraguay. Okay, first person in Paraguay to sign up the other day. Papua New Guinea. You know, we are reaching the world with this, and we are changing people's lives. So the best thing that you guys can look at is that you guys have taken the first step in making your dreams become a reality by jumping on this livey and seeing what this program can do for not only you, but for your family and for everyone in your community. So that pretty much comes to the end of the presentation. I really hope that what I have shown you guys tonight gives you more of an onset of how this program is run, how it generates Bitcoin as you go through each of the levels. We have an amazing team here. We have an amazing admin team. And we're lucky that a lot of our admin people are always present in the Zoom rooms. So if you guys have any questions, it doesn't matter what question it is. We have admin team here ready to answer your questions. If you are unsure, please don't be afraid to step up and say, hi, I have a question. How does this do this? How does that do that? We are more than happy to answer them for you and to make sure you understand it a bit more clearer. And this is one of the reasons why I said also that this website that we have here, if you want the link to this website, we'll be more than happy to share it with you guys. So you can jump on there any time of the day and you can come and listen to the presentations that are on there at your own time. The more times that you listen to the presentations, the more you get to understand exactly how it is run. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen now.